Now, I'm going to do a series of little talks on the Gospels. I've had in mind to do this for a little while, but various events have overcome, and we've moved on to other things. But I thought I'd like to start with this question today. Can we trust the Gospels? It's a question which was raised. I've been watching a YouTube channel by a young lady by the name of Christy Burke, and she recently raised this question: can we trust the Gospels? And I think it's a question worth considering. So, what Christy says is that we believe the Lord was alive and working around AD 30. Okay, around AD 30. And what we know of the Gospels is that they were written sometime between AD 70 and AD 100 to 110. Okay, so how many years is it between AD 30 and AD 70? Quick maths? 40 years.
Remember, these are secular dating.
Sorry?
These are secular dating dates.
Secular dating dates.
Around the date.
Yes. Yes, indeed. This is all very rubbery. We have to remember that. So, 40 years as we estimate. And then the difference between AD 30 and AD 110 is 80 years. Okay. So the estimation is the Gospels were written, and there are four of them: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, as represented up here on the picture. Written between 40 and 80 years after the life of Jesus. Now, what was suggested was, because they were written so long after the Lord's life, can we trust what they say? Can we trust what they say? So, here's what I want you to think about. Can we think about something that took place somewhere between 40 and 80 years ago from now? Can you think of an event, a big event that took place somewhere between 40 and 80 years ago from 2023?
The atom bomb.
The atom bomb?
In South Australia.
Oh, in South Australia?
70 years ago.
70 years ago?
The
Yes.
Second World War.
The Second World War. That's the one that I was thinking of, but that's quite correct. The moon landing. Yes. So, do you think it is possible to write an accurate account of the atom bomb?
Google it.
Sorry?
Google it.
Before Google, the atom bomb, World War II, and the moon landing. Could we do that today and have a reasonable belief that our accounts would be accurate? What do you think?
Not really.
Not really?
What we read about it and what people said about it and what,
Oh, yes, yeah, well, yes, okay. There's always the possibility people make things up, I suppose, and this is what Christy is basing her arguments upon.
Creative writing.
Creative writing,
But I think the point here is that these were eyewitnesses who saw it and are remembering it 40 years after, not somebody who got it from a proper
yes, that's right.
newspaper.
We're not talking about Chinese whispers. We're talking about being able to speak to someone who was there and who has a memory of the event. So I'm going to take World War II, and the reason I'm going to take World War II is I have a grandfather who fought in World War II. And when our children were in primary school, our eldest daughter actually spoke to him and asked him to relate some of the experiences he had had in World War II. So, that's someone interviewing someone who was there at the time of writing an account. That's what we have in the Gospels. Okay. Now, yes, there are 4 different Gospels, and they reorder the stories. And there's different stories, some stories in some Gospels and not in the other. But we can be reasonably sure that the account in the Gospels is reasonably accurate. There's always going to be difference of opinion. One person saw a particular event a particular way from their own perspective, another person sees it from another perspective. But we can be reasonably sure that the Gospels are reasonably accurate.